So if you're like me, your partner won't leave the house to come help you enjoy your ridiculous hobby, so she's not going to take any footage of you. You're too cheap to buy a drone that tracks you automatically. You're too cheap to buy one of those cameras that follows you when you wear a pendant. Plus you're worried that somebody's going to steal that camera off the beach, or that drone's going to take a dive into the drink, and you'll be out hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. But there are other options. One of them is the path I took, which I'd like to tell you because it might be a path you'd be interested in. You can go on eBay and get a GoPro 3 for about $40. That's probably because now they got the GoPro 9 out, so you're a little behind the times. But a GoPro 3 was the cutting edge, maybe, I don't know, 8 years ago. So, you know, for $40 you can't lose it. Get the one in the waterproof case. Then you got all sorts of options. These shots right here are done with the Camrig mount. It's a line mount. I went through a couple mounts before this one. I made my own. That was a disaster. I ordered one from a guy with a 3D printer in Sweden, I think. That didn't work out. It was alright for a bit, and then it broke to pieces. The Camrig mount is about $50. Seems to be the way to go. There's a video at kiteboarding.com that tells you all about it and tells you the best way to hook it up. And that's what I've used here. I'm a little close. You can slide it up and down your lines. I'm a little close there. You see my board's getting cut off at the bottom, but if I rise it up on the lines a little bit, I'll get a whole picture in there. So now you're getting some footage, some pretty decent footage, but it's raw. So here's where got to break the news to you. If you don't have any experience with it, it's going to be a shock, but you're going to have to work with a video editor. Just to make any sense out of it. What are you going to do with this thing? You need to post it on YouTube is what you need to do, because then you got it in the cloud. It's never going to disappear. You're not going to lose it. You can show it to people on the move, because everybody's got a phone these days, and you can show people your crazy hobby. But if you're going to put it on YouTube, you got to make it decent. You want to do something with the audio, you got to edit it. But more importantly, if you're using the mount like this, you're going to have position issues, rotational issues that you're going to have to deal with. Now, this video that's been playing in the background the whole time, you see me doing transitions, doing jibes all day long, and you notice the screen is rotating. That didn't happen by itself. That's not the camera. That's video editing. The video editor I found that works for me best, I tried a couple of other ones, is Shotcut. It's free. That's number one. And it does everything I need to do. The big thing was, and I didn't know it until I started working with the videos, I had taken this footage. You want to see those turns, and you want to see how it makes sense. So here's an example of some footage. That's a different board. I'm on a twin tip, but this is just the raw footage, and I'm getting ready to do a transition. It's not a directional surfboard like I showed earlier. It's just there's no front end to the board, but still the idea is the same. You change direction, the kite turns 180, and there's your new camera view going back the other way. I am now kite surfing on the ceiling, which, you know, you get the idea. You know what's going on, but nobody likes to look at a video or a film upside down. It throws everything off. It's not the natural state. It's ridiculous. And I've looked up videos online of the Camrig, and they either just show you going in one direction, or they'll show what this next video shows, which is the easiest step you can do. You get a video editor, and you can change the rotation 180 degrees, but you still don't have a smooth transition. You'll see, I've seen this online where, boom, all of a sudden now, okay, now I'm going back the other way, and I'm oriented the right way, but that transition was horrible. It was just a blip. You know, you just went from 0 degrees to 180 degrees in a second. You didn't get to see the actual transition itself. You saw the first half of it, and then you saw it pop over 180 degrees, and you basically lost your orientation, the whole thing. Now, if you use something called keyframing, then you can make that rotational video a very gradual process, or a very nicely, smoothly transition process that makes sense and looks good. You do see the rotation of the border, but small price to pay. Coincidentally, I have just seen on the internet a product from Noir Matter, Noir Matter. It's some sort of stabilizer. It's the same thing. It's a line mount, but the stabilizer mounts underneath it handles a GoPro, a bunch of cameras, and it actually does allow the camera to rotate, or keeps the camera always oriented, you know, earth down, or gravity induced orientation. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's just a simple weight or there's something more complicated to it. But it's that's 180 bucks, and you got to get the line mount. That's another 40 bucks. You'll got $220. Just to refresh your memory, the title of this video was "Video Your Kiteboarding for the Loner on a Budget." If that's within your budget to pay the $220, I mean, I could have bought it. I could buy that, I guess. But you know, you need to get familiar with video editing anyway, and I think it's kind of cool to know how to make a rotation look smooth. It's it takes a while to learn it. I'm not giving you a step by step. You're gonna have to fight through that just like I did. The Germans have an expression for that. It's called learning by doing. Just like a lot of things, like kiteboarding itself. You want to get good at video editing, you gotta do it. But this just lets you know that is out there as an option for documenting your kiteboarding adventures. So with that, good luck, have fun, be safe.